This short video is intended to introduce you to Dr. Andrew Jones, located in the UK, who has, in the last 3 years, published a book called Sporting Shotgun Performance. And he also has a website. And I just wanted to introduce those of you who haven't ever heard of him to him and his website. His website is shotguninsight.com, and I'm going to go from my website to there and just show you here that here you can obviously see his address, www.shotgun-insight.com. When you arrive at his home page, if you're interested in his book, you want to come down here and click on Sporting Shotgun Performance. It'll take you to this page, which basically will allow you to order the book. And for those of you here in the United States, click on USA Orders, and when it takes you to that page, basically you'll be able to come up here and buy. And the current price paperback version, which is all that's available, is $45. Now, what I'd like to basically say about this book and the work that Dr. Jones is, I think, quite frankly, it's probably the most important work on shotgun patterns that's ever been done in history. And that's a pretty strong statement, but that's what I really believe. He starts out in his 290-page book by talking a little bit about the various people that have gone before him that have dealt with shotgun patterns. Historically, probably the earliest one of significance was General Journet of France. And then in the 1960s, and Journet was around the turn of the 20th century, so around 1890 to 1920. Then Ed Lowry here in the United States from 1960 to 1990, Bob Brister in 1970, and finally John Brindle in 1990. And Dr. Jones was motivated because of the fact that he was an avid rifle, pistol, and shotgunner in the UK, and he was an engineer all of his life, and when he retired, he had this idea that he wanted to learn more about shotgun patterns. So the first thing that he did is got together with a friend of his, and over a 2-year period they wrote a piece of software that's currently available to you that's called the Pattern Analysis Tool. And this pattern analyzer works in the following fashion. You take a shot at a piece of white paper or a piece of white cardboard, and then after you've taken the shot at it, you take a digital picture of it, and now you can input the digital picture into his computer program, and it'll help you to analyze the location of all of the pellets and so forth, and it does 2 critical things for you. First of all, it will help you determine whether your point of aim and your point of impact are what you really want to have happen. So in other words, you're going to be able to take this photograph, take a picture and input this into his computer program, and you'll be able to determine whether or not your gun is shooting straight left and right. And if you're a trap shooter, if its point of impact, how high it shoots versus where you're pointing the gun, is really doing exactly what you want. And there's never been anything like that before. So that's a tremendous helpful tool. It's free to you on his website, where we are right now at shotguninsight.com. And then the second thing he has is what he calls a pattern optimizer. And it's a mathematical tool that will help you try various loads and distances and chokes and so forth, and determine what you think is the best choice for you. And I use this extensively, and in a lot of the things you're going to watch on our website, I'll be using both of these tools. In fact, I've got videos on our website that will allow you to even learn how to use these tools. I'll teach you how to use them because I think they're that important. Now, he bases all of his information in his 290-page book on 2,500 patterns that he actually took pictures of, and processed with his computer software. You're going to find such things as the basic thing about a shotgun pattern is it is random in nature. There are basically no two that are alike. And when someone tells you that they have a real evenly distributed pellet presentation out at the patterning board, be a little bit suspicious, and Dr. Jones will show you exactly why and has more evidence to help you understand why it's not going to be an even distribution. The one thing that he does come explain to us very well is that as a random pattern, basically what that means is at the center of your pattern you will have the highest pattern density, and as you move in any direction from the center, the pattern density becomes less. So I'm just highly recommending that you get on and you get a hold of this book. The book begins basically with 13 different commonly held beliefs that if we go out to the gun club, these are the things that the guys and gals talk about out there. And he's going to give his technical, scientific answer to what your beliefs are. And you may be shocked at how far your beliefs are from where the truth really lies. And I think that's very, very important. The book is covered in 32 chapters, and it covers just about everything. Now, I just warn you a little bit that it's not what I'd call an easy read. You just don't sit down and zip through the 290 pages. There's so much data there to comprehend that you can't possibly do it that way. And what I found was a really good approach was for a period of time every night after I finished my evening meal, I sat down on my easy chair and spent about an hour in the book. And of course I went through the book time and time again, and as I began to piece together in my mind how all of this ties together, it really changed my concept on how shotgun patterns work and therefore how we should apply them. And on our website, we've got lots and lots of information as to my belief based upon what I've studied, based upon Dr. Jones's information, my recommendations to you as to how you should go about approaching specifically the case of trap shooting, because it's sort of a unique area and it is really a very pattern-dependent sport. So, I hope that has given you a little bit of an introduction to it. I won't carry on any longer, but again, I recommend this. I think it's the best thing that's ever been done on shotgun patterns. I hope you go out there and get a copy of it and read it and understand it. That's all for now.